guys, welcome back to our post-show discussion review / theory / everyone talk about the show. We just watched this 9th episode, and I thought it was pretty good in general. So we're going to go down through the couple of nuggets that we like to discuss. If you have any questions or comments, you're still watching us, make sure to leave your comment or question in the comment box somewhere around here. And Crystal will read them. She is on board as our producer over there. Yeah. And she'll read them to us, and we'll get your questions and comments answered live on YouTube. If you haven't yet done this, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We have new videos every single week. We have... We're losing Crystal, though.
Crystal just inhaled her wine.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
So we put 1 or 2 videos every single week. And then we have a new series called Table Talk, where we talk about everything in the nerdom that we like. Yeah. So with that said, let's go down this episode. So the first thing that happened in this episode was Gabriel packing up all the shit, food, weapons,
gas in the car.
Yeah,
weapons. Oh, you said weapons.
And then he drives off.
He left his Bible and his notebook.
Well, we don't find out that later, but yeah, that's the only thing he leaves.
And just leaves, just
in the dead of night.
So the question.
We find out from Jason Douglas that he was supposed to be on his post and he just wasn't there.
Right. He was on the post. He started on the post, and then he left the post.
No, but when he was supposed to replace him, he wasn't there.
Got it. Yeah. So
he left his post and he wasn't there when he was supposed to.
So he left his post. Yeah. So what WTF happened to Gabriel? Do you think? Does anybody think that he's gone rogue? He's gone solo, or do you think he got a vision, or he has a prophecy of him needing to be a satellite for everybody else when things go bad? There's still food, there's still weapons and stuff. What? Anybody have any ideas or comments about?
Okay, Crystal has a...
Crystal, go for it, Crystal.
Okay, so Rachel says, did you notice the person in the backseat of the car Gabriel drove off? I think he was jumped by the person watching outside the wall and was forced to take all the stuff.
What? There's a person in the back?
So the stuff that we saw him taking, he was told to take. He was told to take it, or coerced into taking it.
There's nobody in the back seat.
Okay, well, hold on. There's nobody in the back seat right now. We're watching that scene right now.
I'm watching it. We're doing a replay thanks to Andrew.
And
there's nobody in the back seat.
Did they show it? There's somebody in the back seat. So he is being coerced.
That's what Rachel thinks.
Shit, Rachel!
Shit! I didn't see it. Rewind it. I need to see it again.
Yeah.
We need to enhance it.
So the thought is maybe...
No head.
Wow.
Looked like there was two heads.
Were there 2 heads?
It looked like someone was in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like there was one in the middle getting up too. One.
No, I think...
No, it was a shadow. Okay,
right, so we think that maybe that's the person in the boots who was watching and came and took over.
So she's saying that Gabriel was kidnapped.
So maybe that's...
Gabriel heard I think Gabriel heard a sound when he turned his head.
Yeah.
But there was a crash.
Yeah.
And that's what we...
Oh, there was a crash
in
the food
room.
room.
Doing all the food.
No, I think the crash was them...
Him getting accosted?
Altercation. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
I know.
That sets up...
Wow.
Hey, Audrey, it was a good episode.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Gabriel's not the worst.
See what happens when you actually watch the episode and not talk over it?
We watched what? We watched.
Well, we were all watching that. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
All right, so that happened. So now he got kidnapped.
Yeah. Or something.
You know, personally, I'm tired of them getting captured.
Well, so is he maybe with that group that captured them at the end then?
Maybe. I don't know.
Again,
Brad wants to know how they would get him out of the gate if he was kidnapped. How is he getting out of the gate?
I think they snuck in. We think that when we heard the crash that we thought was Gabriel taking all the food. It was him being
he was on watch.
Gabriel was on watch.
Yeah, Gabriel was on watch.
Gabriel heard a noise. He investigated it. He found that someone had come over the wall and was trying to steal food, and they were able to make him help.
Okay.
Somehow.
I am tired of the
either forcibly or whatever.
The device of them being captured. I think that's. I feel like that's something that's been played out in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'm good. We're good. They don't be captured anymore. Personally. All right. So the next nugget that happened.
The next things we have is.
One more.
Brad has another question. Says, is Gabriel taking the stuff to the junkyard?
That's what.
And that's what we saw at the end. Is the junkyard.
Yeah.
Oh.
To those people.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, that's
maybe
we have that. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Speculation. So the next nugget that happened was the Hilltop.
Rick is trying to gather the clans. So we start with douchebag Gregory, and Gregory's like, nah, no, I'm a pansy, no. But then Jesus is like, we have some people who want to get with this. So they get some people who are on board.
Enid went and told everybody what was going on. And so Enid kind of gathered some people, because it wasn't everybody.
I think if they get a majority, then I think
most
people will probably just go against the government. I mean,
so are they going to leave
Gregory.
They're going to leave the Hilltop altogether?
I think
join
they're going
Alexandria?
Well, because Maggie's still at the Hilltop, and so I think she is going to train because Rick and all them went to Alexandria, but Jesus and Sasha went back to the Hilltop to be like, shit's getting fucked up, but we're still on board, so keep training. Like, we haven't given up.
Okay.
So I think Maggie's at the Hilltop to keep training them. And because Gregory doesn't pay attention to shit. Like, he doesn't even know anyone's name. So I don't think he would notice if people started training.
You don't think so?
No, he's a dumbass.
They'll start hearing gunshots.
No, he's the worst, and I hate him, and he wouldn't notice at all.
I think he will.
Unless they were like, hey, Gregory, you want to come train with us? And then he'd be like, no, we shouldn't do this.
And even if he did notice, what's going to happen?
Yeah, they're
going
to
get shot or anything.
So after that, that's the Hilltop. So people basically, some people joined it from the Hilltop.
So then Jesus is like, hey, yo, I got this king with a tiger you should go meet. So they go to the kingdom and talk to Ezekiel. And same thing, Ezekiel's like, nah, I don't want it. But the Richard Milkman is like, I want to, though.
Right, but Ezekiel also said that they have tried to do this before.
Yeah.
And that's how all these people got their arms and legs taken. And people died. So this has happened before.
Yeah.
So, and he also reminds us and tells Rick that the kingdom, people of the kingdom, don't know that they are working for the saviors.
Right.
Because he's upset that Jesus told Rick and his posse about the saviors deal with the kingdom.
But what do you think will happen if the people found out that they are actually feeding the saviors?
I think so they fought the saviors before.
I think some of them. Yeah.
I
think a lot of them probably might be upset. Some of them just be like, okay, whatever.
So I think that's a secret. I feel that's a secret that's going to get that's Jesus's and Daryl's leverage of, if you don't help us, we're going to tell everybody you're feeding them.
Yeah.
Like, that's leverage you have to blackmail them, basically, and to helping.
Yeah. I
can see that. Because if they found out that they were feeding the saviors that killed some of their men and took their legs and arms, that would also make them fight as well. I don't know.
Do we want to talk at all about the Rock in the Road parable that Rick tells?
No.
Okay, great.
I mean, does that...
No, I mean, it's just the name of, like, why is it the name of this episode?
I don't... I mean, I feel like
it's because the person... Because Ezekiel, his people are the people who kept going around the rock in the road.
Right.
Just go around the rock. But if you stop and solve the problem, you get great reward.
Yeah. All right. And so Rick wants to be the girl.
He wants to be the girl with the bag of gold.
Bag of gold.
Okay. And so after that is the herd bombs.
Yeah, so the Saviors set out some ballistics.
So they have traps all over the place. So what they have here is they have a roadblock, which they're like, let's move the roadblock, get past it, and put it back. And then they discover this steel cable that's covered in explosives for a herd. Like, not just a couple of walkers, but a whole herd. And so they're like, we need those explosives. So they deal with that, but then a herd shows up, and it's like, then they clothesline a bunch of people. And
pretty
it
cool
was a big old exciting scene with not much plot. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
The plot really was, we need those explosives.
I mean, I think the only plot in the scene was they were listening to the radio that Jesus took from the Saviors, and they heard that Negan was like, Daryl escaped, he probably went back to Alexandria, let's go fuck them up.
So we have to get this before we can go. We have to hurry up.
Yeah, and so that just provides any bit of plot in that scene.
Well, Rachel is saying that the rock represents both Gregory and King Ezekiel.
I hate Gregory so much.
I don't think they're not The Rock. The Rock is Negan.
Yeah, I think
The Rock is Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Can you smell what he's cooking?
The Rock
It smells pretty terrible in Zombieland.
Yeah.
The Rock is Negan, and Ezekiel and
Gregory is the people going around the rock.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, Rick is the one that wants to dig the rock up.
Yeah.
But we don't know it. There's gold underneath that fucking rock.
Probably just full of zombies.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of zombies under the
It may
rock.
just be maybe just be a buried rock.
Oh, so wait, hold on, wait. Brad kind of made
shit.
it obvious sounding. They find a rock in the middle of the road, the cars, and they clear it and find a bag of gold, which is all
the
the
explosives.
TNT.
Yeah. There's several parables in one.
Yeah, that's the literal parable. That's the literal
like
one.
this episode.
Yeah.
But the
Alright, Brad.
the figurative rock.
Okay.
But like I said, it could be a rock buried in some sand, like a bigger rock,
Like a diamond.
like a monolith buried in sand.
A monolith.
It's a rock with a big rock
It's a
under
big
it.
rock underneath.
Obstacles. Rachel says obstacles.
Choices. All right. So after that, we clear
then
up,
we go
get the
to
dynamite.
Alexandria. So
I gotta say, that
Jesus and
king's a
Sasha-
fucking dick.
What?
That king's a fucking dick for
Ezekiel?
burying that fucking rock in the road.
Oh yeah.
What an asshole.
He wanted to teach everybody a lesson.
We don't need that shit. Just
Yeah,
be
but look at how many
nicer.
lives he
Make sure you clean
ruined.
up after yourselves, please.
Thank you. Clean up after ourselves. So yeah. So then we go to Alexandria,
He
and
gets sacked by Mustache Man.
mustache, douche, mustache,
Yep.
Douche must? I don't know.
mustache,
Douche-stache?
douche-stache.
Douche-stache. There we go.
Oh, is this the milkman guy?
Got it.
No.
No. That's Richard Milkman. This is Douche-stache. Douche-stache.
Have we talked about that yet?
Oh. Douche stash from
From the Saviors.
From
No,
the
we're talking.
Saviors.
We're not talking.
yeah,
No,
that
no.
We
guy.
moved on.
the guy who
Unless we
goes
have
to
more
Alexandria
questions.
to
About the
find.
milkman thing?
Like late 70s,
No, I
early
watched that
80s.
yet.
You know,
Richard's
he's
a milkman.
in
He's in the kingdom.
He's on board with. He wants to do this.
He's
Right.
he's like
Okay,
Negan's.
well, Rachel wants to know if you think he's going to start an uprising inside of
I think
Yes,
he's gonna
that's
get the joggers together and they're gonna jog against the Saviors.
They're gonna take the dynamite, jog it in, toss it in, jog away. Yeah, I mean, we saw in the preview that Richard and Daryl were going to start talking to each other because there are a fraction of people inside the kingdom that do want to fight.
And then there's gonna be a tearjerker where Benjamin just doesn't quite make it, and he's gonna be like,
Yeah, he's going to get. He's
Yeah,
gonna die.
they started making us have feelings for Benjamin, so he's dead.
he's
He's
dead.
dead. All right, so back to Alexandria and Douche-stache.
Douche-stache.
Douche
And
stash.
it's like, I'm here to find Daryl. Give me what I
Trash
want.
place.
We're gonna
Yeah.
trash the place.
Buddy system to fuck your shit up.
Yep. And then they find out
He's not there.
both Douche-stache and Rick that there's no food and it's all gone. So I think that puts even more suspicion. That really.
No, because they were kind of like, I mean, we've run out of stuff and we've been looking for stuff that Negan wants.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron, I think, was he the one who covered for that?
Maybe.
Somebody
I think
covered.
so.
Who was kind of like, no, this
Yeah,
is
Aaron
why.
was the one who said, who made up some excuse.
Yeah.
So
Aaron's always the one like throwing himself in the way.
Aaron's gonna die too. I predict that by the end of the season. And so they basically leave with nothing. No Daryl. He gives him like an ultimatum or a warning that there's no statute of limitation, which is a very, very big word for it doesn't matter
Yeah.
when or where. Bring us Daryl. And then we get to the epilogue, I guess, of the episode or whatever.
Well, and this is also when we get the story about how Gabriel left in the middle of the night and took everything, and we find out from Jason Douglas and they have a conversation.
Jason tells everyone about the food disappearing, and that's when they find. And it wasn't Gabriel's notebook; it was the food log.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because they find the Bible.
Because
and they're
Gabriel
like,
looked
"Why
at
is
that
the
last.
Bible
That was like the
empty?"
last thing we saw in his hands, and so he must have like quickly
scribbled boat.
Boat.
How he knew boat, we still don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is boat spelled backwards?
It's Taob.
Taub.
Toby.
No.
What are the
Toby.
anagrams?
Toby Chew.
What's the anagram for boat?
No.
Big, old ass
Boat.
cab.
Taboo.
So, how did he know about the boat, or did someone else write boat? That is a question.
Or did it ethereally scribble
Because
itself?
Gabriel didn't go on that journey, did he?
But maybe they said. Well, maybe they said that's
Aaron,
where.
yeah, Rick and Aaron.
But they may have said that's where we got all this crap from. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I
and they, they make even
probably
if they
Meadows.
told people about the boat, how would Gabriel
Let us
know
know
that
if you
Where
know.
it was.
that they were tracked from someone there to it?
That just didn't make sense.
I mean, I think they'll have to have to go
Unless-
back and
Unless
explain
the
shit.
Boots was like, I'm going to take you to my boat. And he was like, boat!
You won't go with my
Boots?
boat. Yeah, he didn't know how to spell boot.
So he was like, I followed you next on that boat. Now you're gonna
Look
take
for
out
my
your boot
boat.
back.
Look for my boat print in the mud.
Yeah,
Boat.
and that's why when Rick found the footprint, he was like, oh,
Boat.
boats. I'm ready.
There's your boat
Oh,
print.
shit, boot.
Boat print.
Boot print.
So Rick follows the boat prints
Yeah.
and leads him to some
Into the
kind
junkyard.
To
into
the
some
junkyard.
giant
There you
leaf
go.
penis.
This green area of
Greeny
derelict
leaf penis. with
Encyclopedia Brown
cars,
solves it again.
That was
vehicles.
very weird.
all- And then there's this new group of people who I really don't care about anymore, guys.
Man,
And
maybe they're gonna join forces because they don't have.
Yeah, a
enough
new
people.
group of people that makes Rick happy. There's still the Amazon women
Yeah.
that Tara has
But it
kept
was
their
like-
secret,
It
like
was a
she
weird
promised.
situation because this, Rick and his buddies get surrounded by a whole shit ton of people with weapons, and Rick's just like,
You know what it reminded me of? That episode of Star Trek.
oh, tell us.
with
What episode was it?
all the children, because as soon as you turn 18, you get the disease and die.
Yeah.
No.
Suffer the children.
If y'all know what he's talking about, let me know
I
in the
do.
comment section below.
subscribe.
Subscribe. Because you belong in this
Okay,
channel.
I have to read some of these.
Please.
So we put Boots is taking him to the boat, right? Boots to the boat.
Yeah.
A
Rachel, he's
boot.
from Canada. I'm going to my boots.
Boot.
And then Brad said, Bodie McBoot.
Bodie McBoot.
Bodie McBootface.
Would it be Booty McBoatface?
Either way.
That's
Those
better.
are two different people.
Booty McBoatface is better. Bodie McBootface? That doesn't make any sense.
That's after he
And-
gets
and-
so, like, he
but
beats
has a
someone
big
down.
butt.
Okay, Hugo, what's the next?
No, that was
it?
boats. I couldn't.
So-
couldn't
Couldn't
stop
resist.
The boats.
Yeah, couldn't
I-
resist.
Either Rick is happy because he feels like we could take these people on right now, let's do this. Or he's like,
These are my. I think it was these are my warriors. Like this is the army I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because why would he? Like he's with 5 people and they just got completely surrounded by.
but he can judge a group of people that quickly, like,
Yeah.
I got
here's the gun.
this.
He's also. I mean, for the most part, he's not down to kill a bunch of strangers
Or is he
before
just like-
knows they're
Is he smiling about?
evil.
Is he smiling because it's ironic that they went out there and they just got, here we go again, we're
No, I
capturing
think he
again.
knows that's the army that he's
No,
been
that's
looking
the
for.
army. He's
How does he
looking
know
Those are the
that?
droids he's been looking for.
Because
These
it's
are
a
the
bunch
droids
of young
he was
people who
looking
have
for.
weapons. He can turn them.
Okay, so Wendy wants to know: does the
Hi,
war
Wendy.
start? Does the war start at the end of this season or season 8?
I think it's.
I think it's going to start in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's,
would
but
have
it's probably
to.
going to start going, but it's like
We're gonna
Gonna
have
leave us
3
right at the edge
episodes
of something
training
big right at the end of the
montages,
season.
and then
Yeah.
2 episodes of fighting, and then someone dies in cliffhanger.
As
It's gonna
long-
be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
I don't know how
gonna
many
be
episodes
Carol.
do we have left?
I don't think I'm
I think they're leading up to Carol.
She's not even in the
Exactly.
season.
Exactly.
No,
What's going on?
Next episode,
They're
they go
Yeah.
visit
alien.
her.
They're
Yeah.
alien. They're
Daryl
gonna force
Carol
her.
reunion.
Look,
I'm
she's
so
already dead in the
sad.
comics. She's already dead. They're
Spoiler
trying-
alert!
right?
Spoiler alert, everybody! Spoiler alert!
Okay, but look. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but they're alienating her. She's alienating her. She don't want to be. She don't want to be there. They're pressing her. They're pressuring her. They're pressuring her. Come on. She, no. They're classically leading a character up to a death. It's gonna be Carol next. I hate to say it, but it's gonna be her.
I mean, but she did say
Is
it.
Carol
so.
dead?
He just said that. Yeah,
Oh,
he
I'm sorry. I'm
just
not
said
supposed
that.
to spoil comic books. I'm sorry.
I thought you were just predicting.
No.
I didn't know you were.
No, I'm
coming
predicting
to-
the show. I'm predicting show.
Morgan's
Well,
gonna die.
Other people are talking
You're
about
predicting the
a
show based on the
Carol-
comics, and Carol's
Daryl-
dead in the
Yeah.
comics.
Oh, she's been for a while.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Everybody's hoping for a Carol Daryl reunion.
Yes, it's happening.
Y'all,
next
it's
episode.
not gonna. They're not gonna make out. It's just not.
Well, it doesn't matter. That reunited doesn't mean
Alright,
make
they're
out
not
all
gonna
the
make out
time.
just a handy.
This dude's just taking. All right, what?
So I think that's all we got for
Yeah.
this episode. So make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments in the section below. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll be watching a Taboo right here at 10 o'clock. Make sure to check out our table talk somewhere in the related videos on this side over here where Andrew and Jeremiah are. We did a table talk today about The Walking Dead, Legion, and Taboo. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, like a book or a game
Or thoughts or questions about what we talked about this week.
leave it in the comment section. We will get
Or if
to
it's
it.
what you want to get for your birthday, we might not get it for you.
You don't get anything for your birthday.
But
Well,
if you would
we'll
want to
say
talk
it
about it.
so that
All right,
people
let's
can
raise
be
our
like,
glasses.
"What's
Let's
the
do
deal?"
this.
There you go.
Well, I forgot
Let's
my
do
glasses.
this.
but I'm just gonna-
Let's do this. All right, everybody raise your glass.
All right.
And
now
now,
we're
we're
watching
watching
Dead
Dead
Day.
Day. Good night, everybody. Drive
Good night.
safe.